Hey everyone! Welcome to Watch with Fun 555. Make sure to smash that like button right now and subscribe so you never miss out on any fun.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. The entire house is dead silent. You're standing in the cold glare of your open refrigerator, staring mindlessly at a carton of milk you have absolutely no intention of drinking. To you, this is just a moment of late-night boredom, a restless habit, an innocent midnight snack. But to the machine you are staring into, it's a confession. Right now, as you stand there, an array of hidden sensors is quietly logging the exact millisecond the door opened. It's measuring the duration of your hover. It's cross-referencing this moment with the ambient temperature of your room, the silence of your house, and the fact that you haven't moved your phone in 4 hours without you ever typing a single word, clicking a single link, or uttering a single phrase aloud. A highly sophisticated machine learning algorithm thousands of miles away just reached a terrifying conclusion. Your mental health is actively deteriorating. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This isn't a plot leak from a new season of Black Mirror. This is the cutting edge of behavioral surveillance commerce. In late 2025, a landmark study from the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology blew the lid off a quiet evolution in the tech world. Researchers proved that everyday smart home appliances can diagnose severe stress, anxiety, and depressive episodes with staggering accuracy, long before you or your therapist even realize something is wrong. Today, we are stripping back the sleek stainless steel of the consumer tech market to look at the unsettling truth. We will uncover the hidden behavioral blueprints your appliances are building on you, the multi-billion-dollar data economy trading your private sorrow for profit, and the thin, dangerous line between a digital lifesaver and a corporate psychological nightmare. If you own a smart appliance, look at it very carefully right now, because by the end of this video, you will realize it's looking right back at you. To understand how we got here, we have to look at the exact science. For years, Silicon Valley has tried to track our health using wearables, smartwatches, fitness rings, sleep trackers. But tech giants ran into a massive human problem: adherence. People forget to charge their rings. They take off their watches because of skin irritation. When someone plunges into a severe depressive episode, one of the first things they do is stop maintaining their devices. They let their phones die. They leave their watch on the nightstand. The data stream breaks exactly when it's needed most. Enter Professor Wei-Chin Lee and his brilliant team at KAIST School of Computing. They realized they didn't need you to wear the tracker. They just needed to track the environment around you. They designed a 4-week study tracking single-person households using nothing but ambient IoT sensors, smart fridges, smart sleep mats, and localized climate sensors. What they discovered changed everything. They proved that human behavior leaves a definitive biometric footprint inside a smart kitchen. When your mental health shifts, your daily micro movements fracture in a highly predictable sequence. The first is the binge-eating profile. When a user experiences sudden, acute spikes in anxiety or emotional distress, their interaction with the refrigerator undergoes a structural shift. The frequency of door openings skyrockets, but more importantly, the irregularity of those openings goes chaotic. The system logs short, repetitive door cycles, opening the door, staring for 10 seconds, closing it, and returning 4 minutes later. The machine recognizes this isn't physical hunger. It's a desperate psychological search for dopamine to soothe a spiking cortisol level. The second archetype is even more chilling: the lethargic profile. When clinical depression or severe burnout sets in, human movement drops off a cliff. The smart fridge logs a massive drop in door activations. It pairs this with data from the home's motion sensors and smart sleep mats. If the fridge door doesn't open until 200 p.m. and the kitchen motion tracking remains completely dark, the house knows you are stuck in bed, paralyzed by depressive isolation. But here is the most profound revelation from the 2025 research, and it's the exact reason why this technology is so incredibly powerful. The algorithm doesn't care how many times you open your fridge on a normal day. It doesn't judge you if you eat a late-night snack every single Tuesday. Instead, the algorithm tracks variability. In data science, your daily life is a baseline wave. You wake up, you make coffee, you grab milk, you come home, you open the fridge for dinner. Your machine maps this baseline perfectly. The KAIST study proved that the ultimate mathematical indicator of a mental health crisis isn't what you do, it is the unpredictability of when you do it. When your mental health deteriorates, your daily routine fractures. Your sleep timings shift by hours. Your eating patterns become highly volatile. You might open the fridge 30 times one day and 0 times the next. To a machine learning model, this sudden spike in data variance is a screaming red flag. Your smart home isn't just a collection of cold metal appliances anymore. It is a highly accurate mirror of your subconscious mind. It notices the behavioral tremor before your friends, your family, or even you notice it yourself. Now, the scientists who built this had noble intentions. They envisioned a world where an isolated elderly citizen could have their home gently monitor them. If the home detects a lethargic profile, it could automatically ping a healthcare provider or a loved one to intervene before it's too late. It's an elegant, non-intrusive safety net. But let's be realistic for a moment. We don't live in a utopian sci-fi world. We live in a world driven by surveillance capitalism. Think about it. Who manufactures your smart appliances? Global mega corporations. Where does your smart home data go the moment it leaves your local Wi-Fi router? It travels directly to cloud servers owned by tech giants and third-party data aggregators. Every single time your appliance logs an irregular eating window, a midnight anxiety cycle, or a period of depressive lethargy, that data isn't just sitting harmlessly in a database. It is processed, packaged, and monetized. Imagine this scenario. You are going through a brutal, high-stress week at work. Your smart fridge logs a textbook binge-eating profile. Frequent late-night door openings driven by anxiety. Simultaneously, your smart thermostat logs that you've turned the indoor temperature up because stress-induced cortisol drops are making you cold cold. Within milliseconds, automated data brokers update your consumer profile. The advertising engines know you are emotionally vulnerable right now. Suddenly, your social media feeds are flooded with highly targeted, high-margin ads for greasy comfort foods, alcohol deliveries, or predatory impulsive shopping options. They are catching you at the absolute nadir of your willpower, weaponizing your kitchen habits against your wallet. But it gets much darker than targeted junk food ads. What happens when health insurance conglomerates buy access to this ambient IoT data? What happens when an algorithm decides that your highly irregular, high-stress home behavioral profile makes you a high-risk liability? Could your premium skyrocket because your smart kitchen tipped off an underwriter that you're entering a depressive cycle. The infrastructure for this exact nightmare is already built into the terms of service agreements we mindlessly click accept on every single day. What makes this phenomenon so profoundly eerie is what philosophers call the inversion of privacy. Historically, the home was your ultimate sanctuary. It was the one place on earth where you could pull shut the curtains, lock the front door, and drop the mask you wear for society. If you wanted to sit in the dark, eat ice cream out of the carton, and cry at 3 a.m., you could do it in complete isolation. The walls didn't talk, the kitchen didn't judge. But the smart home removes the very concept of sanctuary by embedding sensors into the foundational objects of our domestic lives. Our beds, our lights, our refrigerators, we have invited an invisible, tireless observer into our most intimate spaces. Your smart fridge doesn't need a camera facing your face to read your expressions. It reads your emotions through the physics of your actions, the force with which you close the door, the minutes you spend idling in the dark, the structural breakdown of your morning routine. It turns your home into an ambient biometric trap. You aren't just using a tool. You are living inside a diagnostic instrument that reports back to a corporate cloud. So, where does this leave us? We stand at a critical crossroads in the evolution of consumer technology. On one hand, the KAIST study points to a revolutionary future for proactive medicine. Imagine a home that can detect early signs of Alzheimer's, deep clinical depression, or an impending cardiovascular crisis just by analyzing how you move through your kitchen. It could save millions of lives, especially for the elderly living alone. But on the other hand, it forces us to ask a deeply uncomfortable question. What is the true cost of convenience? Are we willing to trade the final sanctuary of the human psyche, our private, unmonitored home life, just so our refrigerator can automatically reorder milk or display a digital calendar on the door? The next time you walk into your kitchen late at night, caught in the grip of stress, insomnia, or anxiety, pause for just a moment before you reach for that handle. Look at that sleek, glowing screen, because you aren't just looking for something to eat. You are giving a machine a master class in exactly who you are when you think nobody is watching.